What is up, YouTube? It is Doc here, Docky Style Gaming, and I am back at it again with another Hogwarts Legacy video for you all today, because like we all guessed, we got a state of play this month where we are finally getting a look, or at least a in-depth look, at Hogwarts Legacy. And of course, I am here with the missus to help us break it all down and inform me and potentially y'all with some information that we might not know about. So I've been avoiding all social media because we are getting to this pretty late, but I did want to go into this fresh for both her perspective and my perspective. So we're going to be reacting to it, and then we'll be breaking it down a bit towards the end. So, without wasting any more of y'all's time, let's actually just start it up, because I am very hyped for this. It's been a year delay, and yeah, hopefully this year delay was worth it, and what we're about to see is pretty amazing. Also, hopefully no copyrighted music's in here, though it is Harry Potter, so there might be. This legit has been a pain all day. Like, being on Twitter and consistently seeing people talking about it, getting ready to drop, I was like, okay, I need to stay off Twitter, I need to stay off YouTube. And then the missus was at work today, so I was like, now I gotta wait till she gets off before we watch it. Ooh, in-game footage, nice. Still says work in progress. Okay.
What do you think
Graphics
you're
don't
doing
look
here,
as crisp,
humans?
but still pretty damn good, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, that's definitely some copyright. I wasn't into it. Hey, chill. Go down a little bit, just a little bit. Oh my god.
Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding world.
Damn. Like, just the depth of the school is massive.
Magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
That's character creation, of course.
When you arrive at Hogwarts, you will be sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you are starting Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So ha! 5th year!
Oh!
You'll begin
Whatever
your
that
studies
means.
attending charms, defense against the dark arts, herbology, and potions classes, to name a few.
So you're on classes.
Damn, this is legit. Like,
Please welcome
school.
the newest rose in our garden.
Shall we begin?
Wow.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Oh, doing okay.
Time for a
Well,
proper
yeah.
Hogwarts welcome.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I keep talking to you.
No, you know. I mean, you can talk. I want you to talk, but I don't know. But it's fascinating to me.
Ooh.
What? Okay, that's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Bad for a beginner.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school.
Here, you'll meet your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries.
Holy hell. That's what I'm like, this is
Discover
legit.
dungeons and secret passageways.
Again, you're saying, look, I don't know what I'm looking at. It just looks nice.
Puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve.
Awesome. Ooh, I wonder if that means that the... Okay.
You may even
Yeah, I was
find
gonna say,
yourself in
you'd
iconic
probably have better
locations
luck with some
you've
of these
never been
Easter
able
eggs
to
than me.
explore before.
Ah, the kitchen.
I don't know what that is, but you are clearly excited about that.
Classes may be familiar. Most of your professors will not be. However, you may recognize
Is this the one that was underwater that you were saying? That's Slytherin.
Once Sir Patrick lets me
Or-
join the Headless Hunter,
Ah! So he is dead by this
sure to
point.
win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
I'm interested to see
You'll
which
come to know
ghosts
this
are
eclectic
gonna
group of
exist.
talented witches and wizards in class and while completing side assignments.
Wait, was
as
that
a part of a
Binns?
special curriculum. One's
How
designed
I'm
long
just
has
gonna
he
say,
been
I don't
dead?
know.
at your own speed.
Oh snap! I was hoping. Gonna get on
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area.
See, now I saw this clip yesterday. They were showing it on their Twitter of that place. I don't know what it
will
is.
soon become tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery by working alongside the accomplished and yet enigmatic Professor Fig to try and discover if the rumors of a mounting
Ooh, I wonder
goblin
if he's
rebellion
related to
hold any
Arabella
weight,
Fig.
and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Like I said, for her not knowing anything about Harry Potter, this looks
Is it a goblin?
great. That's what it looked like. That's
The
what wait,
wizarding
that
world
looks
of this
dope.
era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force. Powerful
Okay,
goblins,
this is fucking dope.
and sinister witches.
Like, I know
and
they said there was
wizards,
gonna be a
all
day-night
willing to
cycle and
fight,
everything like
even
that.
kill, to
Or at
achieve
least it was
their own
rumored.
goals.
Clearly, we're
Ooh,
seeing
so
it.
death's gonna be in here.
In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
Ah, don't be like that. So this does look visually good. Yes! Combat. That's what I am here for. Show me. They said the open world already looks great. I still want to know how like vast it is, but combat is what I'm waiting for. So hopefully we get something good. Okay, that's not that special. But
Yeah, I'm used to
Possess
it.
unique defensive and offensive
Oh,
abilities,
okay.
including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted
When you see the green
weaponry,
light, that's
and
the
more.
killing one.
While some may attack
Ah,
directly,
okay.
others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of
Oh.
the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
this is gonna be interesting.
Huh? Ooh,
Counterattack
Because,
with
yeah, that's-
powerful
that's-
so
stunning
you can
charms,
use things around you
allowing you
too,
to follow up
obviously.
with
Yeah.
extended spell combinations.
But see, that's what I'm curious about, because like he just said, there's different spell combinations. So I'm curious on how casting's gonna work.
Ah,
Is it gonna be like
Students who
analog
become particularly
based,
adept at
or just
spellcasting will
tapping your
find many
triggers,
ways
or
to
no, I
exploit
feel like
their
it'd be more
enemy's
like,
weakness.
like combos. Like,
because we see like R1 right there. Like I'm sure that's like an interactive.
it kind of reminds me of Mortal Kombat
Yeah, I know.
with the R1 and the.
Okay, yeah. See, and he picked it up. He picked up that
Frown
interact.
with Descendo.
I wish we could
Most
see the
with
button
Incendio.
layouts for it.
Devastate your enemies using various finishes.
But this, the
You can
combat
even use the
looks at
mysterious,
least
powerful
visually
magic
really
your
good.
professors do not understand to obliterate your strongest foes.
What? He
said-
just called lightning?
Yeah, they said
Mixing
that
and
you
matching dozens of spells will
you
let
use spells that
define
even your
combat style.
professors don't understand.
Accio. Incendio.
On your path to become the ultimate.
And they
genius.
actually say it as they use it. That's hilarious.
Hey, better than Potter with all of his
No, I like that touch. That's what I'm like. That's actually cool that they went that far.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces
That
in your
means that they
own
got
time.
voice actors for
In addition
every
to
single spell
classes
in the
and
game.
spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills to aid your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants,
Oh.
and potions to
Just
increase
straight up go
their
in
power.
there.
No, did you
Decide which
change
talents
that?
best fit your
It's
Okay.
not
to allow
invisible.
you to
Like,
focus on your
No,
favorite
I'll
types of
explain.
magic.
Why?
You can also loot,
That man was invisible.
your own magical gear that will increase your offensive and defensive capabilities in combat. Gear can be upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Use a strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
What? So we're actually... Okay. Yes.
Spells are not the only tools at your disposal in combat. As you hone your wand skills, you can continue
That's what I
to
was
further
hoping
your
to. I'm
magical
super curious to
education
see
at
what
Hogwarts, progressing your development
what
as a
spells
witch
are
or
gonna-
wizard. Brew potions that can
Well,
increase
okay.
your power when you need a boost.
Okay, so they're more used as a utility item. Okay.
Grow and deploy
I was
magical
curious.
plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay. You
That's
can
not-
even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to incapacitate unsuspecting enemies.
Wow. Dang,
In
are
Beast
they
class,
that?
you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter, both at school and as you explore the world surrounding the castle and its grounds.
The goal of today is to remind
Oh my god.
all of you on a broomstick safe.
Destiny, forget your sparrows. We got
Learning and
freaking
mastering
broomsticks.
is highly recommended so that you may travel around the world more quickly.
I want you to do my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Wow.
Some abilities
Okay,
may
cool.
be taught to
Companions,
you
that's
by
what I'm
students who
curious.
become your friends. As you develop relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions.
So a best friend.
And over
Freaking-
time, you'll
But
learn
I'm
their
assuming it's
stories.
multiple.
And they
more
have
than
a
one,
story.
yeah.
Mhm.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks. Poppy Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with them more easily than with humans.
I wonder, does it depend on, are they all in
Unafraid
different
of
houses?
detention or breaking the rules
Sneaking in the restricted section.
Thieves!
is Sebastian Sallow, a charismatic
Sure.
Slytherin
We've over this boy. Bullfigs cannot reverse a curse.
with a troubling family secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
There's
You'll meet
legit
these
like a
students and
full-on
more as you
story
go
up
Like
in here
serious
too.
background for
Hallways
each
between
Yeah.
classes and
I'm
regular
pretty
gathering
hyped.
areas.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
Ah! Yes!
Again, I feel like you're
One of the most
so much more
remarkable
hyped than I
secrets
am.
of Hogwarts
Even though I
is
am very
known as
hyped.
the Room
But
of Requirement.
So you can
You're
pretty much
introduced
anything
to
you
this
think
space
it
that
appears in
seems
this
to
room.
sense what you need,
Except for
and
like
then
food. You
provides
can't have
it for
food.
you.
But like
what? That's the
anything can
weirdest.
be created.
Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and harvest plants.
So essentially
brew
your own, like,
potions,
hub.
and upgrade your gear.
Yeah.
Or is what I'm assuming this is going to be in the game. I don't know if that's what it
Helpful
is
house elf
in
named Deke
in,
helps you
the
discover
actual
flowers
So we
world.
have
that allow you to
Deke,
nurture your own
the house elf.
menagerie of magical beasts.
What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your
Yeah,
personality
so
and magical
legit.
specialties.
Like a full-on hub for yourself. That's sick.
Oh.
And for magical beast, clearly. But yeah,
Ah.
finally, yes. Show up. No, I don't care about that. Like beyond the walls. That's what else you
Yeah.
can do.
Okay.
You'll want to
Hogsmeade
visit the
Station.
nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade.
Okay, I
where
knew
loads of
Hogsmeade was
shops
gonna be
and
there.
vendors
Yeah, of
can
course.
provide you with the supplies you require. From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear.
This
But
is
Hogsmeade also
super
has its
impressive.
dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards emboldened by the
because it's a
turmoil of the
town.
times wander the village outskirts.
Village outskirts,
mean,
whatever
must
that
avoid
means.
them
But
or
okay.
defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding
Yep,
Hogwarts
day-night
is alive
cycle.
with activity,
Hell
wonders,
yeah.
and areas of unusual interest. As the school year progresses,
Weather too?
dynamic seasons and climates will fill the sky with lightning or
Legit.
sunshine,
Season
or coat the
changes
ground
too?
with snow or rain. Unique wizarding
That's
hamlets
awesome.
pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell
The countryside.
and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting
Holy
magical
shit.
puzzles that may very well have been
What?
designed by Merlin himself
Merlin.
when
Wait,
he was a
what?
student at Hogwarts. Magical beasts roam the lands outside the castle walls. Some have been corrupted by a mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk of poachers and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement.
You can only see
benevolent.
those
There are
if you've
dangers
seen somebody
beyond your
die, so I wonder if
understanding
that means
in
that
the
in our
world as
storyline
well.
we're gonna know somebody
Dungeons
who's
and
dead.
vaults hold
Or we
perilous
watched die.
threats and also untold rewards. Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path.
Oh shit! This is what I was hoping they showed too. I want to see.
So we can kill.
Yeah, I know. I want to see. I hope they're going to show.
The bad guy?
Well, not just be the bad guy, because I know we can, but I wanted to see if they were going to show the difference in both paths, like the good path and bad.
The Witcher wizard you want to
Leave
be.
your unique mark on the wizarding world. Here in Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, that's. Damn.
I'm gonna have to watch it 1,000 more
Oh
times.
no, yeah. Like I said,
everything
we're
out.
still gonna break it down a bit. Oh, holiday 2022. So still not an official release date, but holidays typically November though. That's what's interesting.
Yeah, Black Friday or
That was
something.
your
Yeah,
first
exactly.
extended look at Hogwarts Legacy.
PS5, PS4. We're
Now
gonna
let's
see a
hear
bit
from
more.
the real wizards and witches
Okay, cool.
behind the game.
Oh yeah. I was hoping there was more to that. And like I know
The
the
attention to detail.
people
and
watching this
passion
video
and
can't tell,
the love
but
for this brand
that
that the
screen
team has
actually looks a
is
lot nicer than
astonishing.
the secondary screen. So like
Our
the
team is
game
so
looks.
excited to take all of the love that they put into this.
That's what my god. When I first said the
and give
graphics
it
don't
to
look that great, but then I
fans.
looked at
This
that
is the
screen, I'm
game
like,
that
oh
they've
shit, no, they
dreamed
look
of
great.
for 20 years.
Concept art.
The lore of the Wizarding World is already so rich, and all we had to do was harness
That was
those
definitely a
elements
werewolf.
and build a game out of it.
Okay, so he's a
The
Slytherin.
movies, the books, they
I
all
feel like
touch
they're
me
little
in such
house.
a way that can makes me want to go to experience Hogwarts, makes me put in so much more detail into this.
I want to know
game.
what this is. I'm trying to think because it feels like it's like a ring in the back of my head, but I'm not sure. I don't know what that on the
We
island
really
house.
want to make sure that anything
thing.
we add or anything we play with, or
Cathedral
anything
type.
we
Yeah.
explore, really feels
Unless it's just
authentic.
unique.
Bringing to life just the
Yeah.
charm and the love, everything we have for the books, and then marrying that with the iconic experiences from the movies that fans will recognize.
I'm sorry. I'm just
It's really
focused
just
on
the
the.
Oh no.
handshake.
Again, you're probably more entertaining than I am in this.
My
one.
mind's still like thinking
Yeah.
of like
Seeing
the other
things
video.
portrayed for the first time. Maybe they've read something and had a picture in their head the whole time, but then finally to get to touch it
And actually
walk
bring it to
around
life.
it.
That is kind of.
You've got all these elements
like,
that can
oh,
come
that's
together
what
to
this
create
would
this
look like, or,
amazing AAA open world action RPG.
When it comes to the open world, we just knew it wasn't going to be enough to just stare out of the windows of Hogwarts and wonder what it's like out there. But the final question that fans ask is, what's beyond
yes.
that? What's beyond? The
And what's
Forbidden Forest?
beyond
What's
the
gonna be
beyond?
beyond Hogsmeade?
Wait.
What's beyond the Black Lake if I start traveling south?
I don't.
And we just felt like we had
Was that just Godric's Hollow?
I don't know. Oh, was that the size of the map? Okay, yeah, like I said, at the end of this, we're going to definitely break this down. We're going to slow down a lot of the stuff.
Opportunities and ways to
Because I
explore
got
the
questions
world.
for you, too, that I'm
You're
kind
gonna
of
see
curious
different
on.
stories that are
But-
really exclusive to who you were in the world.
Hogwarts
Damn.
Legacy
That
is
looks
an
like
original story
Gringotts.
that takes
I keep
place in the
thinking-
late 1800s.
You are a new student who is starting at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year, which is very unusual.
Mm-hmm.
So already there's a bit of an edge and a bit of a mystery.
The original story that we tell in the game is your story of what you did, in the Wizarding world that you haven't seen before.
Or make our own magic with our story we're trying to tell.
Fans are familiar with the Wizarding world from, the 1900s and on, really. But
Mhm.
now, with this world, we're
100
able to
years
sort
before.
of create a space that's
mhm.
their own.
Oops.
Fans of the series will know that ancient magic has been around for a long time, to say the least, and that Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic. And the Avatar, the player, has the ability to sense it and possibly wield it or control it.
Our process of
So
development
is it,
started with rereading the books. And
Like,
over
are we gonna
development,
be
we
like
rewrote
An
books
important character
many
in the
times.
heir
lore.
to the houses or
Every time we
something?
start with a new feature, we
That's what I
dig
was.
into that. And then
I remember
beyond
we
that,
were
go
talking about
into
it
the
before,
films.
but I'm like, our character would have to be someone important to the lore that has
Mhm.
gone unnamed.
Being able to put our own
But
spin
if we can
on
harness
what
the same
this
type of
universe is
magic,
was
or at least
pretty
control the
big deal.
magic of the
That
castle,
helped design a piece that nobody
I
has ever
think
seen
you'd have a
before.
part of the
Hufflepuff
castle
common
like
room.
connection.
As a Hufflepuff,
I'm excited about
you
that.
always wondered, like, what is
That
my
looks
common room
awesome.
supposed to look like?
It's close enough to the world that we know that fans will recognize certain names, they'll recognize spells, they'll recognize certain locations.
I recognize that doorway. I recognize that classroom.
But mostly, it's going to be an entirely new wizarding world that no one's ever experienced.
When people engage in the Wizarding world, what's the one anchor? Like, what's the thing that everyone comes back to? What's the thing that grounds it all and grounds all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we really felt like that answer was Hogwarts itself. That
Well,
school,
yeah, of course.
that famous
Like,
school,
that's what you're gonna
witchcraft,
like. That
is really what binds
that's
it
a
all.
must
How to
if you're
bring
gonna make a
Hogwarts
game
to
like
life.
this first.
That was a very big challenge because, as everybody knows, Hogwarts is huge.
Now we need to know exactly how this passage connects to this passage for games, because you're gonna have to walk.
Exactly.
And of course, again,
Damn,
Sentient
are we
Castle,
legit gonna have to
it's
walk this
got
big
many
ass
surprises
school?
up its
Like
sleeves. It
everywhere.
likes to keep its students monsters.
Like it's
So
cool
many
that it's
There's
designed
moving
like
staircases.
this.
You'll be all right. That's what I'm excited about. It's because
We recreate those very important locations. And then there's these other places that are only mentioned in the books or just alluded to. And we have to make the connective tissue that brings all that together.
Having a world that is a breathing, living world is very hard to do because it's all about the details.
Yeah.
And as a concept team,
Especially
we
with
really
open world games, like you
got
don't want
into
them to
those
be
details and
so
studied
big that
history,
there's
studied
nothing to do,
architecture.
but you still want them to like
I
feel
hope
like
that
a
when
real
fans
world.
play the game, they get
So
as
if you
lost
are
in it
like
as
that
I do.
on
I
that
can just
and
be
just want to
doing a side
explore,
mission,
it still
and all of a
feels
sudden I find myself
not
wandering
boring.
Hogwarts for like 45 minutes because it's so beautiful.
The community is absolutely going to love Hogwarts Legacy.
It's going to be so fun.
Get that letter to Hogwarts and go to Hogwarts.
We're so excited for people to come to this, to inhabit it, to actually enter the Hogwarts that we built. This is your Hogwarts legacy. We truly hope you enjoyed the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. Our team is so grateful for the excitement and for the passion that all of you bring to this. It's truly
Like
what
I said,
fuels
this
us.
definitely looks
On behalf of our
super
team
impressive.
at WB Games Avalanche, we want to thank you for being here today, and we'll see you at Hogwarts.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh my
again,
gosh.
for a year of
well, more
them not showing anything.
I saw the leaked one
Okay, yeah.
forever ago.
Yeah.
So it's been more than a year.
Oh no, yeah, it's for sure. It's been more than a year, but let's so I think that's the end of the actual one, which I've been having up since it started. It says stream live 6 minutes ago. No, it didn't. But so let's actually go to it because I know I saw that they had broke them down individually, like behind the scenes and then the actual gameplay reveal. So we can kind of break that down. Because I know there was stuff that actually, before we even get into it, because the first thing that like I don't know, but when they said that they're 5th year, you're like, and I'm like, okay, so how many years are you at the school for then?
You're at school for 7 years.
Oh, okay. So
And you come
essentially,
in,
he's there towards
you
the
come
end
in
of the
at 11 in first year. So you're looking at being 15.
Yeah. Oh, no. I was just
Yeah.
curious because, again, whenever I think of school, I always associate it, of course, to the American school system. So it was like 5th year. I'm just like, that can't be college terminology or that
No.
can't be high school terminology.
No,
and so I'm
no,
like,
no,
so
no.
how many years
So,
are
yeah,
there
no,
actually
you get your when you turn 11, you get invited to Hogwarts or whatever, but that's
Okay.
first year. And so every year
So he is, or our character is there super late with like 2 years or 3, but
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
So,
And I'm still confused on why they didn't. Not confused. I'm curious on why they didn't come sooner. There has to be a reason. And
Well,
I
yeah,
also
I'm
have
sure
my
it'll
own
be
little theories
more-
going on in my head, which are most likely not true. But I'm gonna just keep
yeah.
going crazy.
Well,
in
no,
my mind.
let's I guess that's the point. Like we got through it all, so now we can actually break it down. So let me just lower it because we already have seen it now. So
Yeah.
now we can actually go through just about everything piece by piece. We don't have to worry about any of the background music or noise, unless you wanted to re-listen to some of it. But inform us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're here for, to inform. So anything that you see that
Okay,
I
so-
clearly am not going to notice.
So it seems like So
even that
throughout those are goblins. So throughout history, you had a lot of goblin wars in the Harry Potter universe. A lot of goblin wars. So I'm wondering if this takes place at the brink of one beginning, or maybe possibly beginning.
or towards the
No. If there's a Rocky Alliance and it's still not Super Wars zone, like World War, then it had to be something like in the brewing, you know, like being created. So
this is so Slytherin. Actually, yeah, I was about to say because we had that conversation where you said they're like in the basement or something, like underwater. Like
so, okay.
So well, no, I was just saying because it looked like water outside up there.
So the Ravenclaw, and then
yeah, like if this is Slytherin, which it looks like, because I see a bunch of green, it looks like if anything they'd be under.
So it's against the Black Lake. So think about like okay, so this is
yeah. No.
So
okay, sure.
They're not like they're in the dungeons or whatever, but like
they're not like actually underwater.
Their roof isn't underwater.
Yeah, okay, I got that's
what
their
side is.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that is really. I'm glad that they made it look cozy. Yes.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending
this is what's super like interesting, because like I knew we would like there would for sure be classes for you to go to, but like this is super in depth. Like,
so
holy hell.
So in the books we we see a little bit of it on the first movie where they have, or second, whatever they did, the Bandrix, which is the second one. So we see it a bit on that one, the greenhouse, but it kind of looks like your normal everyday greenhouse. But in the books, it's more magical. Yeah. So I'm glad that they're expanding more on that.
Well, that's what I mean. I just mean everything.
Yeah. This is I'm assuming going to be defense, because it's usually dueling unless there's some sort of dueling class. Yeah. Because we don't know if there was maybe more classes or different classes depending on the time frame. Because Hogwarts is huge for the small amount of classes that they offer in the 19, like in the ones that we watch, like the Harry Potter and stuff.
But that also is a point too, because I know some games that do this. Like there was a game called Bully that came out that I loved by Rockstar, where you had classes and stuff too. But as you progress through the game, you slowly just stopped going to class. So like I love that they brought up that there's going to be different.
Lady.
I love that they brought up there's going to be multiple seasons.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, because at first I thought maybe I can't figure out if that was a part of a Hogwarts or the Gringotts. And also I'm excited about the hidden things like that.
Doors?
Because the Marauders made a map, which Fred and George use like often. That's the prefect's bathroom. They used often because it had a bunch of secret passageways to get in and out of the castle. So if you're exploring and you're finding secret passageways, it's like, are you going to sneak out? Like, obviously, curfew and like that. Like, it'll be interesting if we have to find those passageways.
Exits. I'm almost 100%.
That's Sir Nicholas. He's nearly
sure.
Nick. And if this is freaking Ben's, I swear, when did this man die?
This is I like that they have like these type of mini games too.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. And then again,
it's probably to teach you how to like move your wand.
Yeah. That's what I was assuming too when we saw the like.
Okay, this at first I thought maybe, but that's Merlin, right?
You are asking the wrong person. But look-wise, he kind of did look like the generic.
I thought maybe Slytherin, but they gave us Salazar. Okay, Professor Fig. So I'm wondering if he's related to Arabella Fig, which is the one who spies on Harry, or keeps a lookout on Harry in the neighborhood. Because she was a squib, so she probably, would be related, maybe.
Does it not? Well, let's pause it. I mean, I'd assume you. Okay, where's my mouse at? Okay, there we go. Because does it? I mean, it's very rocky
go back,
and miney. Because isn't that right there?
Which reminds me of
because we were. Well, yeah, I was gonna say because we were at Universal that one time and they had the.
I'm trying to hear what he says about it.
Oh, okay.
Lies in the balance. I have opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
I think I went too far back.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
Loyalist. Okay, so that's yeah. That's I think that's like something to do with the goblins. Green got something like that. I don't think that's Hogwarts.
Those are some interesting ass goblins. Like their abilities.
Well, goblins are magical. They can cast spells and stuff. They just don't need a wand.
Oh, okay.
They use like different magics. Like every creature type thing has a magic.
Gotcha.
Like house elves snap a lot.
Take down your distraction. Who is this child? Do you not telling me?
Who's this child?
So obviously the goblin knows who he is, but like how, why, question.
I know, right? Mysteries.
I want to know what this is. For some reason it feels familiar, but I'm gonna go with I don't know what it is.
Maybe you've read about it, or it's been described. I mean,
I don't
and
know.
You don't realize
it just seems familiar, but I can't like place it. So I don't know if it's from something else that was similar or what. But okay, so green means murder,
and red means defense.
Well,
I'm assuming.
I mean, spells have different things, but just for sure
Green
when you see the
means
green,
murder.
that's the kill one. That's the murder. That's the big one.
Then I wonder if we just go like, if we choose to be evil like they were showing, if we could just murder everybody then at this point.
I don't know.
Granted, like him right now, he was blocking a bunch of attacks. So I'm assuming if you tried to just go around killing people, people might be blocking it. But
I want to know if I can get away with just doing a Expelliarmus to everybody like Harry Potter did. I mean, he defeated Voldemort with that spell. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, are the spells gonna be spammable where you could just walk around and it's like, all right, die.
Nah. I think you have a certain level of magical like endurance. Like you can't just cast forever without ever getting tired.
Weaklings. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, in Harry Potter universe, they go.
Like I said, the combat does look super good.
It's mining. Like, where are they mining? Okay, I just gotta get this game.
It's just I'm super curious on like controller layout, how that's gonna play.
Lightning. Yeah. He obliterated him with lightning.
Again, like they said, it's spells that even professors don't know.
Seriously, just murdering people right now.
That's what I'm so curious.
You set him on fire. Yeah, he's just killing people.
That's what the combat looks great, like top tier. For like people fighting with sticks, this is pretty impressive.
enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills.
Which makes sense. Stealth, core. What was the first one? Let me see, because stealth makes sense. They said, or it was room of requirements. Okay, stealth. And then core, and then I guess they're keeping that a secret right now. And then, of course, I figured there'd be, like, collectibles all around. So...
Okay, he's not going
invisible. Yeah, that's what I was about. What do you mean this man is not invisible?
So, you can... There's different spells, but there's some that kind of, like, not...
If you say transparent, woman, I swear.
Okay, so you see how we can... Okay...
Is he transparent?
No.
Is that what you're doing?
You see how you can still see him
when
he moves a lot or flashes and stuff like that? That's the spell he's using. So like if he stays perfectly still, then to the naked eye he's invisible. But he moves and sometimes you can catch him.
So he's damn near invisible.
Damn near.
The
only way that I understand that you can be super completely invisible is with the invisibility cloak. And they try to replicate it, but it's never lasts as good or it doesn't work as good or whatever it is. But the only true invisibility cloak is the one that's
unless again we just saw our character use lightning.
He wasn't wearing it. You can
No. I'm saying maybe he has the ability to legit turn invisible.
You don't have superpowers.
Hey, who said superpowers? Who said invisibility is a superpower? There's a cloak. The cloak isn't a superpower.
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. What if he has the ability to turn invisible?
I guess it would be possible because I mean, you have like partial tongues and stuff, partial magic, where like you can speak to snakes and stuff. So I guess.
Or what if it's a potion that makes you turn invisible?
I'm still hung up on the lightning thing because I'm wondering if it's an elemental elemental element, because a lot of people think the houses are elemental. So like Hufflepuff would be like, you know, earth.
Yeah.
A Ravenclaw would be wind, Gryffindor fire, and Slytherin water. So a lot of people like to put like elements together. So I was wondering if maybe if they're like gonna push that, but it's never like anything that's been
Ravenclaw be like
confirmed ever.
sky. Well, I guess air, wind, yeah.
Wind,
I guess
yeah.
it's still about the
Just
same.
like yeah.
But
So
yeah.
I just was wondering if maybe they're gonna lean into an elemental thing, but as far as I understand, that's just fan theory.
Yeah.
Or craft your own magical gear that will increase your offensive
Make a
and defensive
forge, which
capabilities
is
in
cool.
combat.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, with the open world, you have to have a lot to collect and a lot to grab. Upgrades, appearance, and traits.
Cool.
I wonder what happens if you do it wrong, though. Because, like, they showed the motion you're supposed to stir it.
Well...
So I wonder if you do it the wrong way, if, like, in-game, I mean, what will happen?
Well, in the books, like, your potions and stuff would explode. Like Neville had to be rushed to the freaking Pomfrey and stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if you could, like, intentionally sabotage stuff, or, you know.
Like
Like you said, press X and you press, like, triangle, and it's like, oh, no.
I wonder if you'll be able to sabotage your classmates stuff.
That's what I mean, like...
Because you can, and, like, they do it in the books. Like, it's very...
But see, and that's why I say with invisibility, because, like, he drunk that potion that made him, like, turn into
I guess
stone.
it's possible.
That's
I mean,
I wonder if it
Snape's
was
big thing is bewitch the mind, ensnare
even
the
though,
senses,
actually, he...
stop death,
I don't think
you know.
he actually used...
No.
A potion when we saw it? Yeah, I think he just straight up like used his
There
wand
is
and
there's
turned
a spell, and I cannot think of this spell right off the top
Well,
of
no,
my
I mean,
head
you
because it was brought up. But there is a spell where it kind of cloaks you and makes you almost invisible.
But that's what I'm saying. Almost invisible is damn near.
It's not. It's damn near, but it's not
Just
invisible.
because it's not invisible doesn't mean it's not fully invisible. That's what I'm like, opaque. Are they opaque? It makes them
Go, sure. I don't know.
Like-
It's just, they're not perfectly invisible. All I could think about was freaking Neville's plant, and then he's not wearing earmuffs, so I don't know how his ears aren't being affected. And it's the baby
We're
niffler.
super magical.
Look at the niffler.
What did you call me?
Shut up. You're ridiculous. This is gonna be cool.
Yes, when I saw that, and then there's the balloons there, so I'm
you
assuming
probably
there's
have
like
to, like, hit
races
'em.
or different. Yeah, that's what
I'm
like,
assuming just like those little games that they were playing, it's to get
Yeah.
your movements right. with the-
Exactly. That's like when we first saw them like fighting in the classroom. I'm like, that's probably like a tutorial area to show you how to use your, wand to fight in game.
I like that we can have inner house, like our, like different.
Yeah, other ones that aren't just all,
Yeah.
Same house friends.
Because, oh my gosh, no offense to any Gryffindors, but I could not have any just running straight into danger, not thinking about anything type of buddy with me constantly. Like that. She just runs right through the door. What is that? Let's brainstorm here. Think of a plan. Peeves! I am excited about that because they did not put him in the movies. And he is epic.
I have no idea who Peeves is. So
Peeves is a poltergeist.
Oh, so he's a ghost.
No.
He's a... What? He's dead.
No, he's not. So a ghost is somebody who was alive who died. The poltergeist is something that was manifested. So he's manifested from the children around him's magic. So he's like a creation upon the castle. And he's Peeves, the poltergeist. And he's always getting people in trouble because he's just horrible and he's silly and he's fantastic.
I don't believe that's the correct definition of a poltergeist.
I don't know if it's the correct definition. I just know
That's
that
Jeeves.
he's not actually somebody who was alive and died like the other ghosts.
Is that where Ask Jeeves comes from? No, I'm kidding.
With a troubling family secret, nothing can.
This is going to go so in depth in your friends.
I know. That's what I'm like. This alone, I was just like, damn, the story. That's what I'm like. On top of just everything that we're seeing,
I wonder if you're gonna be able to like
story is
communicate
gonna
with the paintings
crazy.
too.
I would assume so. Like,
And is the teacher showing you the room of requirement? Because like what?
But that's what I'm saying. This looks like this is going to be your hub, like your own personal hub area, where you like interact. Because I mean, most open world games,
Yeah.
and, like looter RPG games, have your own personal hub, and then inside there is apparently where all the creatures that or what they were showing.
So like Newt Scamander's case or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, so I can like collect creatures.
Yeah, that's what they were showing. I might have been talking over that part, but I think they're about to show it here. Yeah, right here.
Helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your
menagerie
of
I remember this. Yeah.
And then when you go inside, they show like you got to set up your own like cabin and
space to reflect your personality
and okay. Yep, that's cool. So it's like Newt's case, but in the room of requirement, which makes
sense. And then
sense.
have like pets in there, and then whatever that is. But yeah,
it's
the
a
cat,
really smart cat.
And then even just being able to ride. Hey, I know, like if you can ride a dragon, come on.
Okay, so I know Hogsmeade, sure, but the Hogsmeade, like, are we gonna be able to take the train to like places?
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Because I mean, technically Hogsmeade has shops, like in the books and stuff, so you don't actually need to go to Diagon or anything like that. But it would just be cool if you could.
Yeah.
But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side.
Or I'm gonna go look at that after this again after we break this down a little bit.
The map.
Yeah, the map, because they definitely showed off a map.
Yeah, and then they talked about the Outer Banks, like the Outer Banks people or whatever, which I'm interested about that as well. Because like I don't remember hearing anything about that before.
And areas of unusual interest.
Like I said, this is what I'm happy about. They said the school year progresses and all the season changes. So are we legit gonna play until we graduate? Well, I was about to say, is there a typical graduation for Hogwarts? Do they graduate? Or is it like, all right, you've been here 7 years.
I'm assuming, but we didn't really like see a graduation or hear or read a graduation. Like that's not something that they really.
Yeah, so they said magical puzzles that may have been designed by Merlin himself.
So I'm thinking that was Merlin.
Yeah, that we saw.
Because I can't imagine that they do this Chamber of Secrets and have a different statue of Slytherin.
Yeah, they say corrupted enemies or creatures.
But there are dangers beyond your
See, so that's I was about to say, so that's
gotta be good.
Yeah.
Oh, Inferni? What? That's cool. I don't know why I didn't even think Inferni. I mean, they're dark wizards and like all that. You just be murdering people.
That's what I'm like, legit. And was that blood? Like, is this a rated M game? No.
Never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats. Learn long forgotten.
That's something like this. Yeah, looks fantastic.
Of all the freaking names I thought I was gonna hear during this, Fig was not the one I had money on. I hung up on that.
Yeah, this looks
okay.
Killer. And now let's go take a look at the. It was this one, right? Yeah, behind the scenes, because I did want to see. Let's see.
The map.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have to get into.
I just like the. I like the looks of it.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. A lot of this does look killer. That's what I'm like. Was that supposed to be Merlin?
I think so. I mean, a lot of people say that they tried mimicking Albus Dumbledore's look from Merlin, and I'm assuming that is Merlin.
Okay. Because I mean, whenever I think of Merlin, I always think of like old bearded dude
Dumbledore,
who wears blue though.
Yes.
That's why I was just like, I wonder. Like I don't know why. Maybe it's just
we're the descendant of Merlin.
Oh, that would be dope.
Maybe that's definitely a werewolf.
Was harness those elements and build a game out of it.
Let me see. Okay, so here were some of the designs. Oh yeah, because there was a place you saw too that you wanted me to stop on. Let me see. I don't know if it was on these, but this the art design looks killer.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look again because it's the cemetery.
Oh, okay.
Love everything we have for the books, and then marrying that
Let's
with
see.
the iconic experiences from the movies that fans will recognize is really just the perfect handshake between.
That's what I'm like, yeah, this. But that's what I'm like, even just some of these areas clearly were like not in Hogwarts. So
the
that's
Forbidden Forest is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm very curious to see how big.
Because I think there's going to be a lot in the Forbidden Forest.
Read something and had a picture.
Yeah.
The whole time, but then finally to get to touch
Keep going. I want to find that.
Yeah.
You've got all of these elements that
can
come together to create.
It's beyond the Forbidden Forest. What's going to be beyond?
Is it this one?
Yeah. So I was trying to, and maybe not, because those houses all look shut down, and it looks very still foresty.
But again, that's only. I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I'm just happy that we're getting lots of different locations.
Yeah. So
Like-
in the Harry Potter universe, there's this area called Godric's Hollow. It's like a little Muggle / wizard neighborhood, and it's where Lily and James, Harry's parents, get killed by Voldemort, and they're buried in a cemetery in Godric's Hollow. So that's what I was trying to see, but this looks very run down. It doesn't really look like Godric's Hollow.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
This is the map.
All
this
right.
is what I wanted to see. So, is this Hogwarts? I'm trying to see, but like they're clearly like, because again, that's what I'm like, because this is renders clearly, and they have it sectioned off too. So, yeah, if this is the map for the game, this is gonna be massive.
So I feel like Hogwarts should be.
That's I'm like, because it's on the water, right?
Yeah, but
or is this it right here?
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. Like I can't see it well because it's like so far.
Yeah, I know, right? Which is probably intentional.
But I'd imagine. Well, I don't, because I'm thinking, okay, Hogwarts and the town are near each other.
That's what I was supposed to say. Is this the town right there?
Yeah, I think that's it because that kind of looks more like the lake and then like the stream off from the lake. But like freaking, where does it?
But holy hell! Like, because again, because if this is legit the map, just seeing how like tiny our characters are in comparison to that,
like freaking,
and how
you saw
far
how
we have
giant...
to travel. Yeah. But also there's like archways here. That's what I'm like, clearly this is a map of a bunch of different activities and things we're gonna do, but also of course the base game map.
And then like
but
the mountains, the forest is massive.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm like, this is already massive. So I'm super curious if they are even considering expanding the map. Like right here, it's like, maybe they could, because it just kind of cuts off right there. But and even like to the extent, which mountains always make sense and water makes sense to cut off because it's like, oh, you can't go over the mountains. Oh, invisible barrier. Or
but like
right
you
there,
have all these roads just
yeah,
like
exactly.
going
That kind of
off.
just end. That's why I'm like, I wonder. And what would be funny is that, like, what if the map is actually bigger than this and this is just a section?
This is just the part that they
Because
show.
like even like the way they have it numbered, like 5-5, 5-6, but then it goes to 6-6, 6-5, 6-4. So it's like, where's the 1-2 or the 6-2s? And that's what I'm like, is this a much bigger map than even this? I'm like super curious about. So I'm like, all the the art design in this is incredible.
This is gonna be dope. I'm excited. I'm excited.
A real wide palette of opportunity to who you were.
Okay, so yeah, this has
definitely Gringotts.
That's what I'm putting.
This is cool.
That's what I'm thinking is Gringotts, and yeah, that's like how they get it so Hogwartsy is like incredible every time. Like whoever has to sit there and like draw out all of it is just
the original story that we tell in the game is your
you
story
deserve
of
all
what
the
you
monies.
did, in the Wizarding world that you haven't seen before.
Create a space that's their
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's my So this is definitely like our own little hub.
I like that they're combining like because like it's kind of puts the Fantastic Beasts elements into the.
Well, that's what I'm like. Yeah, they're definitely. It's cool. That's what I'm like. I really want all this too, because like this is clearly.
I feel like it's like
a part of their
the
lore.
Story of Merlin almost too.
Maybe
because like he had like the love interest in like the. the daughter that ended
the
up
fact
like,
that they're
killing
showing
him or
off
whatever.
this is clearly something important in the lore of the game. Like something being a dragon biting.
Yeah, I think it's like the story of Merlin or something. That's what I'm going with. We're descendants of Merlin. That's who we are. How we didn't get the Hogwarts in first year, I don't know. But that's
Maybe
gonna be my
being
guess.
hidden somewhere.
Hidden.
Yeah.
Rereading the books.
Homeschooled. I don't know, but I feel like that's what we're gonna be.
Many times.
Maybe our magic didn't manifest for a while.
Oh, come on.
Then beyond, we would go into the films.
Yeah, that's
Oh, the Shrieking Shack. I wonder if that's gonna be in here. Probably not, though. I mean, I know that it was made for a headmaster when the castle was being like.
I mean, I wouldn't be. That's what like. That's what I was about to say. I feel like
year wise, because this is so far in the past. Like I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm like. They're clearly taking inspirations. Like the story is 100% lore, like Harry Potter lore or Wizarding World lore, but it seems like the visuals of it is based off the movies, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because clearly Hogsmeade, we don't know how they look in the book, how they were meant to look, but everything's represented by the movie's design. So whether it's the dorms or whatever they're called, or the Hogwarts looks how it appears in the movies, or Hogsmeade looks how it appears in the movies. So clearly they're taking heavy inspiration art-wise for the movies.
Definitely.
But lore-wise might just be any lore in the Harry Potter universe.
I think that they're taking, I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot from a bunch of different realms. And now I'm just trying to think of all the characters we might, again, meet, because Fig is throwing me off.
Yeah, like this.
That is awesome.
It's good. How vast it's going to be. That's
I'm
what
trying to even, this is going to be, and then it's like the different elements that are going to be, and I feel like it's an old castle. Like maybe it was like,
what's the one anchor? Like,
because that's definitely not part of Hogwarts, but that's definitely a castle. Even that ruined area was like a castle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of area to explore.
So I'm wondering if this area before Hogwarts was like Hogwarts, or even maybe during, if there was other like castles, maybe the founders like homes or something.
We need to know exactly how this passage connects to this passage for a game, because you're gonna have to walk it.
Yeah, that's some like. They definitely went all.
I can't wait to talk to the fortress. I so hope we can talk to the fortress.
We recreate those very important locations, and then there's these other places that are only mentioned in the books or just alluded to. And we have to make the connective tissue that brings all that together.
See, that's what I'm like, yeah. So their lore, like I said, definitely seems like it's more book and like actual Wizarding World lore. But the appearance of the game is heavily based on the movies.
I need to see a Ravenclaw character now, because I wasn't even looking for that.
To see if they have the right logo?
To see if they have the right colors.
Oh, they showed
bronze and blue.
All about the details.
Is that what that?
World is very hard to do, because it's all.
Is that what they're supposed to be?
Yep.
I know you're a stickler for all of their like logos and designs. So.
I don't care how much everybody thinks it makes sense.
I hope that when fans play the game,
I'm curious about that too. I'm curious about a lot of parts.
It just looks like a great game.
It really does. I'm ready to play it.
Wandering Hogwarts for like 45 minutes because it's so beautiful.
The community
yes, we're gonna have to buy you another PlayStation.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Because yeah, I think I'm gonna be playing it like crazy.
I'm gonna play it because I like Harry Potter.
Excuse you.
You are a Harry Potter hater.
I don't hate Harry Potter. I just find it interesting that people, like
Do you want to go there? Do you want to go there right now?
I'm just saying. Yes, anyways.
Okay.
What you were to say. But yeah, so that was impressive.
I'm excited. I have a lot more
Super
theories.
impressive.
I'm surprised I didn't see any like werewolves, but I'm actually kind of like, I know they'll probably put more in just because we saw that one where they were like operating the werewolf.
Yeah.
But like, I'm kind of happy I didn't see any like mangy, aggressive werewolves or whatever, because I feel like that's just like so stereotypical, which is weird to say.
That's what I'm like, I feel like we're definitely they're gonna touch on that.
You know that there's vampires in the Harry Potter universe too.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So I'm
Do they
interested.
sparkle?
Like, no, even though he was in Harry Potter, he did not sparkle during the.
But yeah, so what all did you think?
So I'm super excited. Let me see. Topics, I've said it a couple times, and I'm probably gonna say it again, and I'm gonna watch it more to see if I can find more names.
Of course.
But the fig thing, because so I'm gonna test your knowledge here.
Oh
do
my
you
God.
remember?
Why are you even?
Do you remember? I'm not even gonna try to do number of movies. Do you remember the one where Harry and his cousin are attacked by the Dementors?
Am already lost. I didn't know Harry had a cousin in any of the movies.
No.
What?
Never mind.
No, well, I mean, you can still tell it to the audience. I'm lost.
Okay, so Arabella, I think I'm saying her name right. Fig is a woman who breeds Kinsel's, half Kinsel. She's a crazy cat lady, and she lives in the same neighborhood as Harry's aunt, uncle, and cousin. And the Dementors are set after Harry, and he deflects them, and then he has to go to court, and they're trying to expel him, and all this other stuff. And she comes in as a witness, and they're like, Muggles can't see it, but she's a squib. And being a squib, like I said, is somebody from a magical family who does not have magic. But her last name is Fig. And the man, Professor Fig, I'm wondering if they're related.
Oh, a great ancestor.
That's what I wanted to see. I want to see people from the storyline. I want to see their ancestors.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see, like,
are we gonna meet the Potters?
Are Nicholas Flamel gonna be somewhere, like, you know, like
the OG Potter before Harry's dad?
Yeah, like
his great grandfather.
Exactly. Like, are we gonna see old school Weasleys or Pruitts? Like, are we gonna see a bunch of redheads? Like, what's gonna? That's what I want to see. I want to see the history.
But yeah, so I'm hyped for the game. I know you're hyped for it.
Of course.
You're probably 100 times more hyped than I am because I'm sure you're going to be able to explore and do everything you've wanted to do in your Harry Potter fantasies.
Yes.
But
and I'm going to play this game so many times to play at like every avenue, be in every house, become evil and good, and see if I can go from good to evil to good.
Oh my god. I'm down for just playing one path myself, but everything that we saw.
That's why I'm going to be able to play the PlayStation.
Oh, no.
You're just going to be able to watch.
I mean, I'm going to definitely complete the game, like 100% it if I can, but I'm still gonna go down that because I know what my path is.
You're gonna try to be evil.
I am gonna murder everybody if I can.
You're gonna be an evil Ravenclaw.
yeah, that sounds about right.
That's exactly what you're gonna be. I already know.
Right.
You're gonna be an evil Ravenclaw.
But again, I just want to see how the story plays out because clearly there's a whole lot of story, like for just your character, but also backstory, side characters. The open world looks crazy good. Graphics wise, it looks fantastic as well. But also, like I said, just for someone who's not really into Harry Potter, the fact that I'm hype for something Harry Potter related means you've done a good job trying, like, with the game. So I'm down for it. I can't wait for it. And again, I know you can't either.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna go and watch this some more times.
Okay. And I'm gonna wrap up this video. So thank you all for watching. Like always, we'll probably have a proper breakdown once I let my girl do all the notes break down everything that I definitely missed. But until then, thank you all for watching again, like always, and for everybody who's been stopping by all of the Hogwarts Legacy videos because they've been killing it. So much appreciated to all of y'all. Other than that, I'm going to wrap it up. So I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. Peace.